Alright guys, the moment we've kind of been dreading, but the much needed event that had to happen so you guys could understand the reasoning behind hiding.
Not hiding, just like not really sharing our daughter, Isabella. A lot of people have a lot of questions about like why wouldn't post pictures of her, or why wouldn't show her own like videos or anything like that. So yeah, this is gonna be a video where we're gonna explain to you the reasons behind it and what's gonna change now that we have a channel together. So let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so I'm gonna give you my perspective as a mom on why we chose not to share Isabella's face. As a first mom and having like this tiny little newborn, I just felt like I wanted to have that moment for me and my husband, just the three of us, you know, spending time together and cherishing those moments. So I feel like that wasn't the time for us to be posting her online, because that's kind of like a private moment for us. A lot of people did have questions as to like why we weren't sharing her picture, because we would share pictures over like her toes, her feet and stuff like that, but not her face. And that, you know, brought a lot of questions all the time, like, oh, can you post a picture? We want to see her, we want to see her. But we figured the people that really needed to see her at her, you know, first moments of her life were the people that were the closest to us, and those people were coming over to see her in person and to spend quality time with her. So that's just how we felt, you know, at the beginning.
All right, so one of the reasons that led me to not want to show her face also was the fact that I already had dealt with some bad experiences myself in the past. Just kind of when Facebook was developing, you had the option to put like, all right, you're my cousin, you're my mom, this is my aunt, etc., etc. And it was very public at that time. Like, people could just go on your profile and just see your whole, you know, family lineup. And I think I was at a gym at one point just with a couple friends, and I had a random person come up to me asking me how my mom was doing, how my sister was doing, if my grandma was okay. And I had no clue who this person was. I felt very uncomfortable, and I couldn't do much but, you know, just kind of keep the conversation limited, not be rude, because I don't know who this person is. I don't know what they're capable of. At the same time, they just may be a fan of what I was doing at the time. And, you know, it just led me to think that in the future, I don't want to have to deal with that. Which brings us to this moment, this video. So that's kind of one of the reasons. Another of the reasons is, one, she's a little girl. She's a kid. You know, not only, you know, she's a toddler, but, you know, dads are a little, at least, I mean, I have one kid right now. Hopefully, you know, the future brings more. But with a little girl, I feel like dads are a little more concerned. You know, they're a little precious doll. They don't want them shared everywhere. You know, I'm sure I'll be the same way if I had a little boy, but in my situation, I'd rather keep her private. I don't want, you know, just weirdos knowing her and then maybe one day coming up to her and she, you know, as an innocent kid, doesn't understand and thinks that that's daddy's friend or that's mommy's friend just based on what they can see on Facebook or social media or what's out there, and they go with them. You know, these are weird times that we're living in. And I say weird because they're always changing. And that was kind of what led me to agree with the whole decision. Having all these decisions to think about, all these precautions, we still understand that we are trying to bring you guys great content. And at some point, it's going to be a lot easier to just kind of show her face. And we understand what can be the result of that, and what can be, you know, the pros and cons of the whole thing. And we're pretty confident at this stage as parents, at the stage of her age, that we can manage it. Karen, if you want to say anything.
Also something I kind of forgot to mention was that also, like, before there wasn't social media when we were growing up, so we had the chance to kind of like create our own social media and show and share what we wanted from our lives instead of having it all out there for us. So I feel like we want to also give her that chance of to like decide what she wants from her private life shared. Obviously, because she's going to be in some of our videos, there's certain things that are going to be shared, obviously, like our lives, and she's part of our lives, but it's not going to be too into detail. That way when she grows up, you know, she has a chance of choosing what she wants out there in the world about herself and, you know, exactly. A little more private things, you know.
Exactly, just giving her the decision to privacy. And we didn't have our lives plastered all over the media, or social media, excuse me, online, internet. That was kind of developing when we were growing up.
And no offense to like parents that do that. I feel like I love seeing my friends' kids online and liking their pictures and seeing like everything that they're doing, and that's totally fine. We understand that part, but for us personally, we kind of like want to limit that a little bit, just so she has a chance of, you know, like I said before, choosing what she wants to put out there besides the little here and there's that we post in our videos.
Honestly, we've received a lot of praise and a lot of backlash for deciding to, I guess, do things differently, because we have family members that don't live near us that are on Facebook that always want to be updated and be able to see our little one grow. Mm-hmm. At the same time, we don't want to share her because we have, you know, thousands of friends online that we don't necessarily see on a daily basis, know in depth, or communicate to that level, if you understand what I'm saying. And for those that kind of like applauded us, they may not be happy that we're finally deciding to show her. So I don't know. Either way, it was bound to happen. Also,
another part was that we didn't want to, like, you know, open our social media and a lot of people were posting her picture like, oh, here's just to say, you know, like my niece or my granddaughter or whatever. We wanted to be able to control like how much of her was posted online. So that was also part of like not really posting her, because we didn't want to open social media and see a picture of her that we didn't post.
Yeah.
And that we didn't really feel comfortable posting it. So,
because let's be honest, there's a lot of wagon jumpers nowadays, and for any little event, they're all of a sudden all on board. They're sharing and posting. They're happy, they're sad, they're angry, they're upset. Mm-hmm. And they aren't really about that. They're just kind of riding the wave, and we didn't want our daughter to be that wave of, you know, of new whatever that people were sharing or casting out there, because, you know, that's what everyone else was doing, that's what everyone else was talking about.
But like we've mentioned, now that we have started a YouTube channel, we have decided to let her in a little more and like show her a little more, because she's very funny.
Like Karen was saying, now that we started this new channel together, because we both had separate channels, you're going to see her personality pop up here and there. You're going to see how fun and bubbly she is. But we definitely won't be
doing a beat just on her, you know?
No, we still want to keep her private to some degree, but we're opening up our lives to show you guys what we're doing on a daily basis, what we're doing behind the scenes, and what fun we have as a family. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of good content coming out because we stay busy.
Definitely. So yeah, she's gonna be in our videos here and there, and we're still gonna try and balance that, you know, sharing her a little bit but not too much, and kind of giving her time to decide what she wants to do. And yeah, so
all right, guys,
that's it.
So stay tuned in. Beauty, cars, and behind the scenes, and life and family.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Peace.